Quick video to all you Sony guys who update your cameras. I recently tried to update the camera to 6.0, the Sony FX30. I don't know what the Sony FX3 has, but I had a camera brick on me really quickly and it scared me S-less. And it was like that for a full hour. It's 2:07 in the middle of the night, and it did this before a shoot. Of course, you don't update your camera before a shoot, but I literally was doing the update, and I had the door open, and usually when I have the door open, that means I'm changing SD card. So I looked down, changed the SD card in the middle of it, and then I was fully scared because my camera bricked and it wouldn't turn on or off, and now it turns on. I'm going to tell you how to fix this really quickly in an informal video. So in this informal video, I'm talking about how to fix this. So go to Sony support, and Sony support has some ways that you can fix your camera. Now, a lot of people talked about downloading the SD differently, formatting your SD, downloading the file again. Now, that stuff didn't work for me off the rip. What worked for me, it probably was the same thing. I really don't know. I did put a new fresh SD card in here with the new file, but what worked for me was removing the battery, set the power switch to on, hold the shutter button for 30 seconds, and then switch the power switch to off, and then insert the battery back in, and then set the power switch to on and see if the camera will turn on. Number 4 says if the camera won't turn on after the manual reset, then run a refirmware. So download the firmware on another SD card after you format that card, and then put it in the camera. It should work. If necessary, use a different computer. And the last one says, if this issue still occurs, repair must be required from Sony. This was happening to me for a full hour, 2 hours, and I was putting my clock on 10 minutes, 15 minutes, where I would take the battery out, take the SD card out, reformat the card from a different camera or from the computer, download the file again, put it in, and it just was not working. It was giving me 7 blinks fast and 7 blinks slow. So I did this last one before I was even gonna just hang it up and go to sleep. Man, I was in here praying, trying not to cry so much because I have a shoot tomorrow that I really would like to use both my cameras, and I just want to use both my camera. I want to have my working camera. That's the Sony Fx30. And in my mind, I was immediately thinking like, oh, I'm about to go to Lumix, or I'm about to do something because I'm about to sell both my cameras. But for some God-given blessed reason that this is coming on, and even when I first cut it on, it wasn't making the noise that Fx30 usually makes, like the and that was really scary. So I kept the camera on running like you would for like a car that dies. You kind of keep it running for a second. So I just did that, man. And I'm getting my camera on. It works perfectly fine. I will not ever do an update again. Again, this is from update 6.0. So I'll never be doing an update, you guys. And this is what works for me. I wanted to tell you guys because I don't want you guys to freak out. If you have to send your camera off, just check. First thing you want to check for is warranty. Then you want to go through these situations because, I mean, if you can just get it under warranty and get it fixed, it's cool. Of course, you want to have a camera, but try to do all these things. If you can't get that, man, try to check your warranty. This camera is out of warranty for a year and a half now. I've had this camera since the FX30 came out. My second one is still under warranty for 1 more month. And I looked at that and I was like, man, this camera behind me has a warranty for 1 more month. Also, last thing I'm going to say is check your insurance policy, because I have Photographers of America and I went through a whole 15-minute video, of course, trying to make sure this thing was on, but on how this policy works and how much it will cost for repair, how long, what I have to do. Of course, I pay $26 a month for $15,000. And I know they do repairs for $50 for broken equipment. So you guys, man, that's all I have to say. Make sure you don't firmware update your cameras. And if you do, please don't be like me and accidentally take out your SD card because you're half asleep setting up for a gig tomorrow. And now I have to finish setting up for my gig. So appreciate you for watching this late random video because I was in here about to throw my camera away or not even figure out how to sell it because I wouldn't even know what to do with it. It's a dead camera. It doesn't work for anyone, but peace.